I'd like to spend a moment or two talking about Melodic Motion Etude number 3. This is part of what seems to be an ongoing series now, where I'm going to go through each of the Melodic Motion Etudes and expand with explanation, maybe some ideas for modulation if that's appropriate, maybe some ideas about how you could make your own studies like this, which is a great way to learn. If you haven't yet done so, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Please like, share, leave a comment. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, I would appreciate it. My PayPal info's in the description below. And now let's get started with this Melodic Motion Etude number 3. So I think you can hear there's some kind of structure happening, and it's provided here by the bass. So what we have is a series of thirds, descending thirds. The distance the third takes is going to depend on where we are in the scale. So in this first instance, we have E to C, a major third, then C, down to A, a minor third, A to F sharp, a minor third. This is all going to be, by the way, in the key of 1 sharp, except I think we're going to get D sharp at the end here, so we can get a 5 chord for E minor. So that D sharp note's going to be part of B7 or E harmonic minor there right at the end. The idea then for melodic lines is we're going to have a 10th at each of these points, and we're going to ornament them with a neighbor below. So what I might do for you now is run through the tenths. So we're going to start on E and G, 14, 15. And I should say these all are going to be either on, because it's a 10th, they're going to be on 4th string, 1st string, 5th string, 2nd string, or 6th string, 3rd string. So there'll always be this kind of walking motion into each 10th. So here's just the tenths. E and G, 14, 15. C and E, 15, 17. A and C, 12, 13. F sharp and A, 14, 14. Now I hope your ear can anticipate. That's a big part of what improvising in this style is, I believe, which is being able to anticipate melodically what's going to happen and to follow the bass contour, the shape of the bass line, through the scale. All the way down. So tenths. E and G, C and E, A and C, F sharp and A. Since we had E and G to begin with, now we're going to have D and F sharp, 12 and 14, 14, 15, G and B, 10, 12, E and G, 12 and 12. These, of course, exist all over the place. We're just confining them to one part of the board. Now we could, the next set of tenths, C and E, 10 and 12, A and C. We're getting some repetition now because we've used this one before. We've used C and E before, but we've had it up here. Many ways to go. So this is going to end in a major chord shape, D and F sharp at 10 and 11. That was from C and E, 10, 12, melodic pitch below, 12, 13, melodic pitch below, 9 and 10, F sharp and A, melodic pitch below G, 12th fret of the 3rd string, coalescing into D and F sharp, 10 and 11. Then where were we? coming down into C. B and D, melodic below. We need to have probably middle finger on that bass so we can make these fingerings happen. So 9 and 10, 8, 10 and 12, melodic below 10. 7 and 8, E and G with F sharp below. Now use middle two fingers for C and E there. 8 and 9, C and E. Now we're to the final one of this little melodic motion etude. This is A and C, 7 and 8, melodic neighbor below. And now F sharp and A, 9 and 10. And now we dip into E harmonic minor. D sharp, F sharp with an E in between on the 9th fret. So this is 6, 7 with 9. And then we have a little B major 10th here, B and D sharp with the F sharp leaping up a third to the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So it changes, little B7 action, E minor. This is, I'm using a bar, 7 and 8, lifting the bar to 7. A little B7 chord with a suspension. This is 9 and 9, F sharp and E, resolving to D sharp. First inversion E minor. G and E, 10 and 9. If you want to cap it off. Here I'm reaching out from G and E, 10 and 9 to 7, and to E and G there at 7 and 8. I think on Melodic Motion Etude recording that I first did, I ended here on B and G, but I also like the root in the bass rather than the 5th in the bass. So, we could also do these all on the same string set. We just have to pick out the right thirds. Could also extend. Let's see. This is see, I'm having to think about it a second. And what I'm thinking about is I'm just looking for the next diatonic scale neighbor. G would go to B, D, F sharp, A would go to C, E would go to G. So I'm leaping thirds in the bass. Here we're going straight scale-wise. So I hope this has been something interesting that might help you with your music. Try to integrate it into your visualization of the board and your sense of harmony. And I do hope you're having a very good day, and I appreciate you watching this far if you have. And look for more videos, of course, very soon. I do them as they occur to me, and then I try to get them out while they're still fresh for me. Otherwise, I'd have quite a backlog. So, wishing you a very good day.